That ending song. Ending song 2. Akatsuki no Yona. You play one of my favorite Japanese bands for your ending song. Akiko. Oh. Oh my god. Akiko is just so fucking amazing. I love that music so much. When I heard that song, I instantly knew who that was at the ending song. I'm like, oh, Akatsuki no Yona, oh. Like, dude, her songs are just so badass. And when I heard that song play, my inner fangasm, because the last time I actually heard an anime use one of her songs was from Ume Nico. And then when I saw Akiko's actual ending song in this, like the ending song 2, fuck, Akatsuki no Yona, man. Oh my god. What an ending song. Like, what an ending song. Just the theme, the vibe suits this series so much. Like, I never would have imagined how much Akiko's actual songs actually suit Akatsuki no Yona. When I heard that song with the flower petals falling down and the ending cinematic, I'm like, dude, that's just too badass. And then the opening song, oh, dude. Like, that opening song is better than the first opening. I'm saying it right now. The new opening and the new ending just crushes the old opening and ending song of Akatsuki no Yona. Hands down, there's no contest at all. It is just, it's obvious. Because the song in the opening, oh, dude, that badass beat. Okay. Besides the music of the new opening and ending song, which like I said, I get fangasm just on those points alone, this episode of Akatsuki no Yona, oh, damn. It was quite a good episode. Like, the main concept of this episode, to showcase the Earth General, and at the exact same time, to show Suwon's actual perspective as the new king. For instance, the Earth General, through the majority of this episode, was trying to figure out exactly how Suwon was as a king. Like, peg him and seeing if he was a bad king, a good king. Is he worse than the, previous king? Like, he was pretty much just trying to figure out exactly what type of king Suwon was in this episode. And that's pretty much what majority of this episode meant, besides the hatred that actually the previous king really had. So, with this episode, it becomes very apparent and obvious that not a lot of people really cared for the previous king. Even though he is dead and Yona's up missing, not a lot of people really cared for the king because he was a very foolish king in a lot of people's eyes. This has been brought up a couple times before in the past with this series, but with this episode, it pretty much just shows you how people really fought about the previous king. For instance, in this, like, the Earth General states, like, the king was foolish. He didn't care much for the king because he didn't allow fights, he didn't allow wars. Pretty much, he let, the entire country lose strength and power, and where people would most likely come and attack and invade their borders and stuff like that. So, pretty much, the previous king, did not have a good reputation at all for his actions he took, and at the exact same time, the people actually suffered because of this, because of taxes and different things going on in these different, communities and stuff. Like that town at the beginning of this episode, with Yona walking in with everybody. When you saw the peasants all there, dying pretty much, or they're succumbing to disease and stuff like that, it was really sad to see the shape and the state of the town, but it was because of the rules that the previous king had, which caused the town to actually be like that. So, even though the king was a very nice man, we, as the viewer, know the king was a nice man, and from what we know of, he was a very nice man, he was kind-hearted and stuff like that, and I mean, he shouldered some burdens, like especially taking a blade to the hand, just hiding it and, walking on. He was a very kind and sweet man, but that doesn't say the same for people that really never got to see his personality. I mean, people that are living in the slums and stuff like that, succumbing to disease, poverty and stuff like that, of course they're going to hate the king. So, you pretty much see, if you build your world upon the lack of war, or the lack of, I guess trying to be a little bit, aggressive, that is technically what happens with heavy taxes, having to give away your lands and stuff like that to be able to, ward off enemy attacks. And that pretty much hurt the people in the process. And Suwon in this episode, pretty much we get to see his perspective of how he's actually handling his new job as king. And from what we can see from this episode, from the Earth General's perspective, is that Suwon is actually like the previous king. Like, he's like the previous king. He acts just like him, or maybe he's even worse, because he even seems like he's, just spacing out all the time. So, with that, we have to wonder, is this just an act, or is this really Suwon? Because, I mean, Suwon, we've seen him in his, you know, merciless mode where he was killing people and stuff like that, but we also have to question, like, which truly is his real personality as king? Is it the kind-hearted and person that's just jolly, like the previous king, or is it the cold-hearted king that we saw when we were first introduced to his character in the earlier part of the series? We have to question this right now, but that's pretty much the main central point that this episode tries to set up. Now, moving past that, with the opening song, we actually get to see the yellow dragon and the green dragon. I'm like, oh, shit. So I like their designs. I really do. I really like their designs, and one thing I do want to mention real quick is that thank you so much, Chibits, from last week for letting me know that there was the green dragon and yellow dragon in the manga. For instance, you all have seen them. I'm glad to know that because I was actually kind of worried about pacing issues and stuff like that because Akatsuki no Yona has had some beautiful pacing. I've loved the fucking pacing, and I was kind of worried that, you know, we might see rushing or stuff past the actual manga. So to know that there is the green dragon and yellow dragon in the manga, I'm kind of happy about that. And with the opening song, that pretty much, you know, throws away all my actual worries. So episode, overall, the Akatsuki no Yona, fucking amazing. Just the ending song alone, man. Oh, Akiko, oh my god, man, I love her music. Oh my god, if you've never heard her songs, I really recommend look up Umeneko Opening 1. Just look up Umeneko's actual opening song, and that music showcases why I fucking love her so much. Okay, so anyways, you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.